Yes, that's all. Member of Parliament. Take a deep breath. Number your hands. I'm check the escorts. Check your voice. Check your voices once. Where's your mic?
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Switch off your mobile phones.
Can you switch off your mobile phones and keep them in silent mode? Thank you.
I.
With the settle down.
When they settle down, look at me or Neeraj Sharma. We'll tell you. Okay? All the best. It's fine?
You can see me also.
They can see the chief guest also.
Welcome Hyderabad, the capital of Telangana, a city renowned for its rich history, vibrant culture, and technological prowess. Known as the city of pearls, it boasts iconic landmarks like the Charminar, the Golconda Fort, the Statue of Equality, and many more. Simultaneously, it serves as a major IT and innovation hub, hosting global giants like Google, Microsoft, and Amazon. With its unique blend of heritage and modernity, Hyderabad is a shining example of India's progress and diversity.
We also welcome you to Geethanjali College of Engineering and Technology. Esteemed Chief Guest, Professor Dr. V. Balakrishna Reddy Garu, Chairman of Telangana State Council of Higher Education and in charge Vice Chancellor, JNTUH. Principal of GCET, Dr. Uday Kumar Susarla, Chairman Mr. G. R. Ravindra Reddy, Conveners of ICMM 2024, Deans, HODs, delegates both online and offline, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. And a grand welcome to ICMM 2024, the third international conference on multifunctional materials. This is Harivalika of BTech first year CS.
And this is Dheeraj of BTech first year AML to take you to the inaugural ceremony of ICMM 2024.
Until relatively recent times, most periods of technological development have been linked to the changes in the use of materials.
Multifunctional materials are driving and accelerating the development and production of next generation products. Today's conference, we eagerly anticipate gaining insights into the innovative ideas and perspectives of leading minds in this dynamic field.
Moving on to the ceremony, may I invite convener of the conference, Dr. Geethanjali, onto the dais. Welcome, ma'am.
It's a privilege to invite Dr. Uday Kumar Susarla, principal of our college, onto the dais. Sir, is dynamism personified. Welcome, sir.
Next, I would like to invite Mr. G. R. Ravindra Reddy, chairman of our college, onto the dais. Welcome, sir. Your leadership and inspired us all.
We warmly invite Register of JNUS Plenary Speaker Dr. K. Venkateshwar Rao Garu and Keynote Speaker, Dean of Physics, University of Hyderabad, Professor K.C. James Raju Garu, on the dais. With great pleasure, I would like to invite our esteemed chief guest, Professor Dr. V. Balakrishna Reddy Garu, to grace the dais. We are happy to have you with us, sir. I request Dr. G. Neeraj ma'am to welcome our chief guest with a sapling that grows into a mighty tree. I request Chairman sir. I request Chairman sir to welcome Dr. K. Venkateshwar Rao Garu with a sapling. And I request Principal sir to welcome Professor K.C. James Raju Garu with a sapling. Welcome, sir.
May I request the distinguished personalities on the dais to kindly light the lamp? Signifying the commencement of this event and symbolically illuminating the conference. Kindly keep standing for a prayer song by Keertana, Pallavi and Kirti.
मुनिवर प्रपूजितं त्रिभुवनमध्यगतं मुरारि प्रमुखाद्युपाश्रितं मूलाधारक्षेत्राश्रितं पराद्रिसत्त्वारित्वाकात्मकं प्रणवस्वरूप वक्रतुण्डम् वातापि गणपतिं भजे हम वातापि गणपतिं भजे हम वातापि गणपतिं भजे.
Please be seated.
Before we invite Dr. G. Neeraj, Professor and Lecturer of Freshman Engineering Department and convener of the conference to deliver the welcome address, we would like to give a brief introduction of ma'am. Dr. G. Neeraj is a Professor of Physics and Head of Freshman Engineering Department. Ma'am has more than 30 years of teaching and research experience, including 17 years of administration experience. Ma'am executed one research project as a co-principal investigator sanctioned by DRDO. She published 36 research papers in peer-reviewed journals and 4 patents. She presented 15 papers in various international and national conferences and chaired many technical sessions.
Ma'am organized 2 international conferences in Geethanjali College of Engineering and Technology as a convener, and ICMM 2024 is the 3rd one. Ma'am acted as reviewer for journals published by Elsevier, Springer, AIP and IOP. She acted as editor for conference proceedings of Materials Today, AIP and IOP.
Neeraj ma'am reviewed a textbook on basics on thermodynamics, a translated book into Telugu. This project is assigned by AICTE, Technical Book Writing in Telugu. Welcome ma'am.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning. Honorable Chief Guest, Professor V. Bhattistha Garu, Chairman GCET, Vice Chancellor in charge of J2H, Keynote Speaker Professor K.C. James Raju Garu, Dean School of Physics, Hyderabad Central University, Plenary Speaker Dr. K. Felicitation Garu, Registrar J2H, Chairman of the College, Mr. G. R. Ravindra Reddy Garu, Principal Dr. Uday Kumar Susarla Garu, Guest Editor of the conference proceedings Dr. Kaushik Kumar Biggs Mesra, and Dr. Deepa Kodali from Christian Brothers University, USA, my other two conveners of the dais, invited speakers, session chairs, delegates, participants present here and virtually, deans, head of the departments, organizing committee members, media partners, sponsors, my colleagues and my dear students. It gives me immense pleasure in welcoming you all to the inaugural ceremony of Third International Conference on Multifunctional Materials organized in hybrid mode. At the outset, I would like to express my deep sense of gratitude to Professor V. Bhattistha Garu for accepting our invitation and sparing his valuable time in spite of his busy schedule. Thank you very much, sir. Multifunctional materials are the foundation of advancements across industries ranging from electronics, energy to aerospace, manufacturing, and to the sustainable development. The unique capability of multifunctional materials makes them indispensable because they exhibit multiple functions simultaneously, and these materials are useful in addressing modern engineering and most pressing challenges of the society like sustainable energy, advanced healthcare, and environmental protection, etc. GCET has a strong tradition of encouraging multidisciplinary research and innovation. Through this conference, the institution is providing a platform for researchers, academicians, and industry experts to share their knowledge and their groundbreaking work and inspire the latest developments in the field of multifunctional materials. So similar to the last two conferences, this year also we have received overwhelming response from the participants across globe. We have received 470 research papers, of which we have accepted 200 papers for presentation in these 3 days. And all full papers accepted after 2 blind reviews will be published in Scopus Indexed AIP conference proceedings. The speakers are selectively picked from the prestigious organizations from central universities, state universities, and from USA and other countries to discuss and throw light on various multidisciplinary and recent trends in the development of multifunctional materials. The conference is scheduled in 4 tracks: material science, materials in engineering and technology, sustainable materials, and smart materials. These tracks are designed to ensure comprehensive coverage of the field, enabling participants to explore advancements, challenges, and opportunities in various domains. I am confident that over the next 3 days, the conference will provide excellent opportunity to explore and engage in thought-provoking discussions, learning from distinguished experts, and networking opportunities and collaborations to take up research and consultancy projects in the field of multifunctional materials. I would like to take this opportunity once again to express my heartfelt gratitude to our Honorable Chief Guest, Professor V. Bhattistha Garu, for gracing the occasion, and Keynote Speaker Dr. K.C. James Raju Garu, Plenary Speaker Dr. K. Venkateshwara Garu for their continuous support, and other esteemed speakers, session chairs, media personnel, sponsors, and each one of you for your participation. I also extend my sincere thanks to the organizing committee for their hard work and dedication in making this event grand success. Finally, I wish you all an enriching and successful conference. May this event serve as a catalyst for new ideas, new solutions, and a deeper understanding of immense potential that multifunctional materials hold for the future. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, ma'am. I request the dignitaries to release the book of abstracts of ICMM 2024, which is a guide to the proceedings and contributions of the conference.
Before I invite our principal Dr. Uday Kumar sir to address us, I would like to introduce sir to you all. Dr. Uday Kumar Sir has bachelor's and master's degree in electronics and communications engineering from University College of Engineering, Osmania University, Hyderabad. Sir also has an MTech degree in information engineering from Massey University, New Zealand, and PhD degree in computer science and engineering from JNTUH.
Sir has more than 40 years of research and teaching experience. Sir's research interests include cryptography, image processing, genetic algorithms, and digital testing. Sir published more than 60 papers in reputed national and international journals. He is a master trainer for National Board of Accreditation on outcome-based education. Geethanjali's success is the echo of Principal Sir's hard work and academic passion. Welcome, sir.
Distinguished Chief Guest, Professor V. Balakishan Garu, Chairman, Telangana Government Council for Higher Education, Vice Chancellor in charge, JNTUH, our Chairman, Sri Ravindra Reddy Garu, our honorable guests, Professor K.C. James Raju Garu, who is the keynote speaker for this conference, Professor K. Venkateswara Garu, Professor of Nanotechnology, Registrar JNTUH, my colleague on the dais, Dr. Neerja Rani Garu, Professor Kaushik Kumar Garu, other members of the faculty, invitees, delegates, guests, press and media personnel. At the outset, we extend a very warm and hearty welcome to all of you. We also express our deep sense of gratitude and heartfelt thanks to our chief guest, Professor Balakishan Reddy Garu, for making it convenient for himself to grace the occasion to be our guest, chief guest. And we also extend our heartfelt thanks to our keynote speaker, Professor James Raju Garu, our plenary session speaker, Dr. Venkateswara Garu. We are indeed grateful to you, sir. I felt it has been customary to speak about the salient features of the college. The college was established in 2005 with an initial intake of 240, and today we have grown leaps and bounds with an intake of 1320, and we have faculty of 350 in number, of which 107 are doctorates, and the college has achieved the CIRO recognition when it was only 5 years plus, which indeed is a credible achievement when many other established colleges have not at that time could get that cyber recognition, sir. The faculty of the college have executed research projects from external funding to a tune of 1.24 crore rupees, sir. Internally, the college management has funded 60 lakhs to execute about 17 projects. The external projects were dozen in number. And all our programs have been accredited by National Board of Accreditation for 4 times now. All eligible programs, that's what I mean. And the college became autonomous in 2016. And in 2017, the college was sanctioned and awarded NAC A grade with a score of 3.34 on a scale of 4. At that time, that was the highest by any college that has achieved NAC A grade with that kind of score in the state of, the combined state of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh put together. Further, the college has achieved A plus NAC accreditation status in 2022. The autonomous status has also been extended to 2027. And when we established the college, we have established the college with a conviction that any society's greatest welfare lies in its well-educated, honorable citizens, as stated by Martin Luther King. And we believe educational institutions are always a mirror of a future society. When we say that in 25-30 years down the line, the kind of research that takes place, the reality of things that happen in the society are reflected in educational institutions today in terms of research, culture and innovations. That's what we mean by that. And faculty of the college consider teaching as a calling, sir. We consider that God has called us on His behalf to transform the society so that sustainable societal development takes place. With regard to the placements, already mentioned by our Dean Training and Placements, we have been doing pretty well. About 80% of eligible students have been getting placed. Nearly 680, 686, 690 students are getting placed. Though the multiple offers, if you look at it, they are 1400 to 1500 in number. The highest pay package in the last 3 years has been 31, 46 and 41 lakhs respectively. And the median salary itself is about 4.5 lakhs. So these are some of the highlights of our college. And the faculty student ratio is 1:14.4, which is once again a credible achievement. Our class sizes are smaller in the sense the number of students in a class are restricted to not more than 50, although AACD allows 66 or 72 with lateral entry and EWS quota. Because we believe the teacher interaction in the class is very vital for student learning. And IEEE student branch of Geethanjali received exemplary student branch award in 2021, and 5 startups have been incorporated under Section 8, and we also have centers of excellence, Virtusa Center of Excellence for AIMS, Virtusa Center of Excellence for Java, EPAM Center of Excellence, and recently Silicon Innovation Lab has been established in the college with Silicon Labs, and the institution also has submitted its detailed project report towards deemed to be university status in April this year, and a visit to that effect is pending, sir. We ardently believe that an institution is not good enough until it is good enough for our own children. In fact, we want the institution should be a dream institute for our children. We are committed to enable our graduates and scholars of Geethanjali who will be working globally in and across various organizations, facilitating our nation to network, engage, and partner internationally, working with countries of strong economies, as well as helping economies which are relatively weak, to sustain them for the universal well-being, facilitating social and economic upliftment, helping our nation to recapture the title Vishwaguru, which it was probably about more than 1,000 years ago. Spreading a true universal brotherhood and adopting the universe as one family, we have been passionately pursuing this with a strong intent of making this institution as one of the most sought after by everyone in the society, be it parents, students, organizations recruiting our students, faculty and researchers wanting to associate themselves to contribute their might, and of course the community members at large, so that we are strong partners in the sustainable development of society, thus ensuring Geethanjali is a model multidisciplinary research-intensive institution based on the Indian philosophy and system of education built around epistemology. An institution that strongly reflects Indian ethos, culture and nationalism, a coveted higher education institution, recognized for its student-centric learning and faculty-friendly institutional support. A sought-after institution for its educational delivery and services, a lead institution for emulation of its best practices in teaching, learning practices and as well as research, an enviable institution that stands out for imparting humility, truthfulness, discipline, self-reliance, respect and love for all creations, and promoting ethics, humanism, professionalism, scholarship and excellence in all its operations as enunciated in the Sanatana Dharma. Once again, we extend a very warm and hearty welcome to our guests. We also express our deep sense of gratitude to them for sparing their valuable time and associating themselves and gracing this occasion. And thank you all for your patient hearing. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Before I invite the visionary of Geethanjali, Mr. G.R. Ravindra Reddy sir, to address the gathering, we would like to introduce sir to you.
Mr. G.R. Ravindra Reddy, sir, chairman of the college, has bachelor's and master's degree in civil engineering from NIT Warangal. Sir is an ex-IPS officer who had satisfying and successful stint in the erstwhile AP Police Department. He received many awards during his tenure in the Police Department. The reason Geethanjali received numerous accolades is Ravindra sir's undeterred vision and effort. Welcome, sir.
Revered guests on the stage, delegates of this conference, and my dear students, a very good morning to all of you. It's indeed a great day for all of us here today at Geethanjali. It's a matter of pride and honor to host Professor Felicitation Garu, who is the State Council of Higher Education Chairman and also the in-charge Vice Chancellor of GCET. So your presence really motivates us. It boosts our morale to do more things to improve the technical education in the state. Thank you very much for your presence, sir. Thank you very much. So also we thank Dr. James Raj Garu and also Dr. Venkateshwara Garu, Registrar of JTH, for sparing their valuable time. They are delivering keynote address and also lectures here. They are experts in this field. Incidentally, the registrar also is an expert in this field. So we are really thankful for you. I am very sure, sir, your talks will be of immense value to the participants. Thank you very much. Coming to the conference, I should really thank and congratulate all the organizers of this event, Dr. Neeraja Gali Garu and her team. I think she has a lot of followers here. For making a lot of efforts in organizing this event. I know a lot of planning is required. Maybe they would have worked for more than 6 months to organize this event at such a great level. And it's indeed an effort to bring so many academicians who have got vast experience and expertise in this field onto a single platform. So congratulations all of you. Congratulations all of you. And regarding the topic, the multifunctional materials, I am no expert in this, but what I read is, these materials are very important in the sense that, there's no field literally which is untouched with the application of these materials. They exhibit more than one property and they are used in many ways. For example, if you take any field, for example, you take electronics, energy, environmental protection or electronics, any field, healthcare, there are so many fields in which the applications are there. For example, if you say energy, green energy in solar, if you can improve the solar panels, solar cells, the green energy can be made available at a very, very low cost. So also, in any other fields you can think of, be it healthcare, if a material can release a medicine at a specific point, I was just reading, just imagine how great it would be. And so also in electronics, that any number of fields, aerospace and any number of fields wherein there are applications of these materials. We as educators, I think, we need to raise the curiosity, the inquisitiveness of students and also equip them with knowledge and skill sets and also the mindset, so that because they are the future innovators. So unless we equip them, they cannot find real-time solutions to the world. And I think these conferences will help them to introduce them to, the latest technologies which are evolving in many fields, including these multifunctional materials. While the academia develops solutions, the role of industry is also very important because there are many lab solutions which are already evolved, but the scalability is important. The commercial aspect of this is very important, and I think the role of the industry comes to play there. If industry and academia work together, I think they can be very viable solutions which can be developed. So also the role of government is also very important because unless government supports research projects, research funding, we cannot make real headway in this field. So to conclude, I hope all the participants here will have fruitful discussions, exchange of ideas and further collaborations so that you can all work in future together and we can have a brighter future tomorrow. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Before I invite Dr. K. Venkateshwar Rao Garu for addressing, I would like to request Dr. Anuradha to introduce her to you.
Before even greeting the august audience, I would like to start my introduction to Dr. Venkateshwar Rao with a question. Today is indeed a red letter day, a historic day in the history of Geethanjali College of Engineering and Technology. And the question is, since this is a conference on multifunctional materials, can we become akin to multifunctional materials or synonymous to multifunctional materials? Can I get an answer from the audience? I will be too happy to receive an answer. Now in 1 minute? Well, what do I mean by this question? Multifunctional materials, well, they are inanimate objects and we instill life into them as researchers, scientists, or teachers, or academicians. When you name them, we have it. But can't we integrate this quality or the qualities of multifunctional materials into our personality? Can't we be everywhere? Or should we not be? In the sense, we should be omnipresent, omnipotent, and be a huge contributors to the society. Are you all with me? Are you all with me? Yes. Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity to share my perspective on multifunctional functional materials. And thank you, sir, for giving a great introduction and introducing us to the stalwart Professor V. Balakrishna Reddy, Vice Chancellor, JNUH, so Vice Chancellor in charge, JNUH, and Chairman, Telangana Government for Higher Education. See, it's indeed an honor for the institution to have him as the chief guest in the Red Letter Day. Once again, welcome, sir. Riches are meant to be shared. Who can understand this better than the knowledge seekers? So, are we all not knowledge seekers? Yes. And we take pride in this. And a knowledge seeker can never quench his thirst. It's a sure coincidence that Professor K.C. James Raju is synonymous with those knowledge seekers who can never satiate their thirst. Coming to his rich profile, he holds a doctorate degree from IIT Madras, the present day Chennai. His area of specialization is microwave materials and devices. He started his career in 1899 as a lecturer in Kerala, and then he rose to become the Dean of School of Physics, University of Hyderabad. His research canvas is equally rich and diverse and a profile to look up to. Now, let me take you through his research world. It's a very pithy sojourn, a wonderful journey for all the researchers, amateur and experienced, to understand and enjoy, and of course to get inspired. Abdul Kalam Technology Innovation National Fellow, that is INAE in short, Dean School of Physics, University of Hyderabad. And he completed 26 years of service in higher education and academic research. He guided 15 PhDs and 30 MTechs. Well, that's a huge number. Completed 21 funded projects, both at national and international level, and of course from industries. 3 patents, 200 papers in refereed journals and proceedings, and collaboration with labs in many countries. Developed devices that includes microwave dielectric resonators, ferroelectric thin film based varactors, HBARs, that is high overtone bulk acoustic resonators, film bulk acoustic resonators, and now working on magnet-free circulators using ferroelectric thin films. Well, some more information on his wonderful journey. Developed facilities for low loss dielectrics, thin film ferroelectrics and piezoelectrics, microwave processing of materials and laser processing of thin films, both pulse laser deposition and laser annealing. Other techniques are RF sputtering and soul gel processing. Extensive techniques were set up for measurement of properties of materials, phenomena and devices in the microwave range. Materials include bulk, thin films, nanomaterials, liquids and gels. Properties are dielectric, magnetic and conductive. Techniques for microwave measurements that are set up, and they include cavity perturbation technique, coaxial probe technique, dielectric resonator based methods, SPDR, waveguide based measurements over multiple bands, free space measurement technique, and so on and so forth. Wow. And the grandeur of his research is still continuing. Dear colleagues, when such a brief profile can be so impressive, imagine the depth of his research. Welcome, sir, and the stage is all yours.
We are sorry, we request Professor.
It's okay. Okay, I'm James Raju. This was what is read about this background. Anyway, what I distinguished inauguration bias, participants and delegates, dear students. I'm very happy to be here, part of this great function. But I was here in the first ICMM also, and in fact, first of all, I'm very happy that this kind of programs are being organized in private institutions, particularly in engineering colleges. Earlier, these institutions were concentrating only on education, only on teaching. Recently, it is a very positive and welcome change that they are also showing increasing interest in the research side. In fact, now most of our students are getting recruited in faculty in good private universities. And many private universities are investing a lot of money in starting serious research programs. And that is a very welcome thing because unless all players in the economy work together, we cannot do much headway in research. Therefore, this effort from this management of this college is highly commendable, and it has to, of course, it has to go a lot ahead. In fact, when it comes to new multifunctional materials, if you look at the all materials itself, we have this national semiconductor mission. Yeah, for a full-fledged lab to operate, nearly 90 chemicals are required, of which right now the country is self-sufficient only around 5 to 7%. That's the situation. And remaining chemicals, they have to be brought to the required level of purity. That's a major task. That is the traditional materials. That's a real issue because these even in case of silicon industry, it is half silicon. And now, if you want to have a fab, the silicon wafers have to come from somewhere. So here, suppose you want to start a serious research on making the silicon wafers by using the process, we cannot produce PhD on that. Because these are all established traditional fields which are being utilized by industry in some part of the world. Now, just because we are starting new, if you want to do research in that area, we will not be able to produce PhD out of it. Therefore, your academic institutions always concentrate on areas where new PhDs can be produced, new papers can be produced. But industry wants things which are well established, that is our desire. But then, even otherwise, if we take a new material and try to produce it, there are practical challenges, just like my experience. I am the first person to develop microwave electrometers in India. And that itself, that is in the 90s, and that itself, I went to this research and consultancy directorate of ACC. That ACC is also being a company. They have renewed this technical service station in Mumbai. And then we discussed already, but they are also not able to take it because of various factors. But finally, a number of people work, because it's a strategic component, because every communication satellite carries 1,500 And finally, what happened is, one of my junior colleagues is Dr. Simon, he is a staff in Vikram Sarabhai Space Center. He took a project and he hired temporary staff and making his materials in the return form inside of his lab itself. The industry is not able to take it. Because that is finally on final analysis, the lab, PhD students take extreme care in making these materials and meet the requirements. In the industry, they have to run with the people like IGA qualified people. But they are not able to cope up with this situation. Therefore, developing material is spontaneous and getting the industry is another. But one thing which I know is that in fact, if we can get the industry involved in a particular research work in the very beginning itself, if they are also part of the team, when the work reaches some finishing stage, they will be in a position to take up. Not in after developing everything, transfer is not an easy task. Therefore, should be a mutual interest between industry and academy. But then coming to this situation of reduced research and development in our place, in Hyderabad, the situation in some side is good, some side is not so. For example, a lot of work is going on in materials related area in Hyderabad and nearby regions, but mostly centrally funded institutions. The situation is similar institutions in various areas is alarming. In fact, in many institutions, the faculty are not recruited. They are on line vacant. And the instruments which are needed for research are simply absent in many of these institutions, which are in fact, even though many of the institutions in Telangana are known around the world because of their passport. But now that it is an independent state, it is high time higher education being given its due importance. For example, one center, if it is established by the state government, where all the essential characterization instruments are housed, where students working in any of the state universities can straightaway walk in and do the measurement. That still will make the total cost. And it will not cost more than around 300, 500, more than 500 crores. So 500 crores, you will be able to get all the essential characterization equipments which will support the needs of the PhD students working in all the other institutions. For example, then the students need to worry only about making samples in the respective institutions. The entire calculation can be done in one place. But if the area is not that huge area, in fact, it may be in one day people can come and maybe some new accreditation facilities also available. Then, in fact, a centrally located place will really help. In fact, it is time to think seriously about the role of this stage in this materials world. But without a huge investment, it is possible to accelerate research in this area, in this whole stage, and it will help activities going on in all the institutions. For example, here, arranging these facilities in every institution is not possible, not practical. In our university, also not possible. But the essential facilities are available for material preparation in institutions like this. That is possible to arrange by management. But major costly characterization agreements, if they are arranged centrally in one place in states, in fact, that will do wonders. Therefore, what I'm saying is, in India, as I mentioned, even in the semiconductors, we are self-sufficient for less than 10% of the chemicals. Therefore, situation is not that good. But at the same time, but this one everybody knows. Therefore, if anybody wants to control the technology development in India, then what they do, they attain the material supply. The moment material is stopped, everything is stopped. Everybody knows that. Therefore, it is very important that in each and every key materials, we develop the technology, become self-sufficient, and develop it to such an extent that our industry will be able to use our materials. And all these efforts and this collective thinking and this coming together itself will be the catalyst for that. I hope that the state of Telangana will become a role model in taking lead in these kind of areas in the country. Because nowadays, in areas like AI, ML and all, there's a lot of because there is returns are big. In fact, state of Telangana in fact is doing well. The startup firms have a lot of activity there. But when it comes to these traditional areas, in fact, we are not doing that. That in fact, high time that we concentrate on that. I hope it will be there will be wide support for that. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you for sharing your insights and experiences, sir.
Before I invite Dr. K. Felicitation for addressing, I would like to request Dr. Anurara to introduce her to you.
Thank you for your insights and address, sir. The key words of the profile I am going to read now will have a long-lasting influence in the august audience present here today. And I'm sure once you become conversant with the profile of the speaker who owns it, you will be inspired for life. And the key words are passion, spirit of inquiry, and relentless pursuit of knowledge. Yes, it is Dr. K. Venkateshwar Rao, the Professor of Nanotechnology and Registrar of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Hyderabad. Well, as I come from English literature background, I feel that his profile reads like an excerpt from a literary work. One can engage the underlying philosophy and enough to admire and appreciate the scholarship and attitude of a researcher who has put in tremendous efforts to reach his goals. Now, coming to his diverse profile, Professor K. Venkateshwar Rao is currently serving as the Professor of Nanotechnology and Registrar of JNTU Hyderabad. As a renowned Raman Fellow, Professor Rao embodies the spirit of inquiry and relentless pursuit of knowledge. That's why I repeated those words. His research guidance includes guided 3 postdoctoral fellows, 16 PhDs were awarded and 6 PhDs I think ongoing, 170 MTech graduates and 1 MPhil and 4 MS and 10 MSc projects. Well, that's a very huge, big list. Prior to this current position as Registrar of JNTUH, he held various administrative positions. Then Professor Venkateshwar Rao has published 260 research papers or publications, more than 100 conference proceedings, 3 patents, projects to the tune of 450 lakhs with sponsorship from UGC. Wow, that's a huge number. DSC Nano Mission, AICTE, TechUp 1, 2 and 3. Professor Rao is the convener of international national conferences, 4 refresher courses, faculty development programs, short-term courses and workshops. Now coming to awards. Learning and awards are indispensable to each other. Professor K. Venkateshwar Rao won many prestigious awards. Some of them are Raman Postdoc Fellowship, ITAP Award, Best Teacher Award with the Government of Telangana State, University Best Teacher Award, and so on and so forth. Then, sir, well, we are exhausted and the stage is all yours. We are highly inspired.
Thank you so much for the introduction. Very good morning to one and all. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Balkishwar Reddy Garu, Chairman, TGCHE, Professor James Ras Garu, he is one of my teacher actually when I did my PG post graduation, and Dr. GR Ravindra Reddy Garu, Principal Uday Kumar Garu, Nirja Madam, and other delegates, participants, very good morning to all. So I just don't want to take much time, however, my session will be there after lecture. Only 2 points I want to tell you here. When it comes to the materials thing, it is like this. So everywhere, wherever you take quantum computing, healthcare, wherever, there is an improvement, incremental improvement can be done with the materials, especially with the help of other nanomaterials kind of thing. So I work on sensors. Today I will be talking about non-enzymatic glucose sensors, non-invasive methods. I will be taking that session later. Thank you very much for giving opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Before I invite Professor Dr. V. Balakisha Reddy Garu, our chief guest to share his expertise with us, I would like to request Sarvika to join me in introducing Sir to you all.
It should be brief, otherwise known people. Be brief.
Professor Dr. V. Balakisha Reddy Garu is presently Chairman of Telangana State Council of Higher Education and in charge Vice Chancellor JQH. Sir, a Professor of International Law, served as the Dean, School of Law at Mahindra University and also the Vice Chancellor and Registrar at Nalsar University of Law, Hyderabad. He also heads the Center for Aerospace and Defense Laws, Center for Tribal and Land Rights and N.K. Nambiar SARC Law Center at Nalsar.
Dr. Reddy obtained LLM in International Law from Osmania University and MPhil and PhD in International Air and Space Law from Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. He has more than 24 years of teaching and research experience. Dr. Reddy was awarded the Meritorious State Teachers Award in 2017 by the Higher Education Department, Government of Telangana.
Dr. Reddy is an internationally recognized expert in the field of international law and particularly international air and space law. He also holds the prestigious record of the longest serving registrar of Nalsar. Known globally for his contribution to the field of air and space laws, Dr. Reddy has presented papers at numerous prestigious national and international forums, including United Nations. He was instrumental in bringing the prestigious Nobel Peace Prize award-winning Institute of International Law to Nalsar for holding 78th session from September 3rd to 10th, 2017.
Dr. Reddy has been a member of the drafting committee constituted by Indian Space Research Organization for drafting of model space legislation for India and sensitization program on WTO, GATS and globalization of legal profession, opportunities and challenges for Indian legal fraternity.
Sir served as a visiting faculty in numerous prestigious universities abroad, including General Sir John Kotalawala Defense University, Sri Lanka, Mississippi University School of Law, USA, International Institutes of Air and Space Law, Leiden University, the Netherlands, Institute of Air and Space Law, McGill University, Canada, Institute of Air and Space Law, University of Cologne, Germany, Center of Alexander Koire, France, Department of Civil Aviation, Government of Sharjah, UAE.
In Visakhapatnam, Dr. Reddy is professionally...
This is only 30% of your
No, it's okay.
Let's welcome him.
Let's go.
Good morning, one and all. Respected dignitaries and the last principal, Ravindra Reddy Garu, my colleague Felicitation, other faculty members, invitees, scholars, and my dear students. I know, looking my profile, what I have to do with it. I am odd man out here. You are all, students of technology, scientists, engineers, all. So anyhow, that is a different story. But let me first thank the organizers. Wonderful event they are doing, and inviting you all to share the next 3 days. The kind of topics I was looking, just brochure, so very futuristic, and that's why congratulate you, and also I thank because they asked me to come and share some of my thoughts with you all. Thank you very much, sir, and the organizers. Of course, I was looking this multifunctional, materials, and all these technologies, And looking, just now I was talking to Ravindra Reddy garu, he said, this entire event is organized by the first years. Though, sir, you don't mind if any mistakes comes because they are my first year students, I want to involve. So, right things are, nice. That's why after listening to him, I thought I changed my, speech. I know I have a written speech. I don't want to get bore you all. You are going to discuss material, functionals and all next 3 days. But since looking the students, I thought I'll just give you the background for next 3 days. Okay? Technologies. What do you mean by technology? Technology is the application of knowledge for scientific purposes, industrial purposes. Okay? That is what, any technology, nanotechnology, material technology, all these, the basic for thinking, we have to start with understanding what do we mean by technology, what is the technology. Next question comes. Are we talking about technology because of materials or because of AI, ML, all? No, friends. Technology was part of humanity. Technology was there, is going to be there. I am using past, present, and future tense because technology is part of humanity. I can tell you, if you look at the history, technology was used way back in ancient times. To go to any civilization, whether Indus civilization, Chinese civilization, all. Humanity was used this technology, whether it's a real technology, whether it's use of technology was construction, field, all those. Technology was not new to the humanity. But how these technologies improvised, how these improvised technologies are giving comfort to the humanity, that's what I'm going to share maybe a few minutes. One, yes, definitely technology was there in earlier times, but if you look at Middle Ages, improvements in the technology, particularly 11th, 12th, the 13th, 14th century, if you look at the improvised technology, because of certain developments. When I say certain developments, maybe it's a Renaissance, Reformation movement, invention of printing press. You all know that. Who invented printing press? John Gutenberg, 1432. This is a revolutionary, part of technology. So, then sea routes was stored all those. These are all part of the technology innovation, technology, experiments happened, and this technology was giving the comfort. But today, I'm very, kacha because I have to go and I don't want to get you bored. But today, last 400 to 500 years of history, if you look at it, the kind of technological innovation, developments we are all witnessing, and today, technology is indispensable to the humanity. I'm using the word. So, how these improvements happen, maybe last 400 to 500 years, if you look at humanity has witnessed technological revolutions. We all know that, 17th century, scientific revolution, 18th century political revolution, 19th century industrial revolution, 20th century information revolution. Today we are in 21st century. What is the revolution today we are witnessing? It is the digital revolution. It is the technological revolution which we are all witnessing. It's part of the we are all. So when I say digital revolution, technological revolution, I think we all come across some word. What we use is net technologies. Anything. What do you mean by that? We come across today anything you talk about, net technology. Anything new and emerging technologies. That is the buzzword we use. So all part of this thing, new and emerging technologies are what I call them as A to Z technologies. What do you mean by that? That means you name any alphabet. A means artificial intelligence to automation to big data to Bitcoin technology to cryptocurrency to cloud computing to drone technology. I can go on. All these technologies are part of the net or new technologies. They are all multidisciplinary. So we can't take away one technology with that. That's why this kind of conferences help. They were mentioning previous speakers about multidisciplinary approach. Yes, as a student of law, as a professor of law, last 15 to 20 years, I'm not only believer, but I'm follower, practitioner of multidisciplinary approach because you look at my profile, I'm a law professor, but my whole these 15-20 years of my research or my publications, if you look at technology is part of that. What we call is every technology has to mingle with other disciplines or what we call multidisciplinary. So we say in law law follows technology. Technological developments necessitate the legal regulations. So, for example, some of your students, Wright brothers, invented aircraft. The moment aircraft invented, it has a cross-border nature. So how to regulate? Their law comes. So technology. Same thing today. Last, few years we are talking about lot on the space technology. You know when space technology started? On 4th October 1957. Successful launch of Sputnik 1 by former Soviet Union. What we call is fourth dimension of human activity. When I say fourth dimension of human activity, you all know that human beings started activities on the land, then they ventured into sea. Today that is again, technology, maritime technology, all those, then aviation, space, all. Today I can tell you, so you may ask, normally we say that technology, law connect. I was, just mentioning about that. If you look at, I said 4th October 1957, 14th November, exactly 40th day, international community, part of the United Nations, came out with a law asking, urging humanity to use this technology. You know that most of the technology have dualism in character. Technology can be used good and bad. Atomic technology, all these are all, good and bad. So what I mean to say that, one has to go with other, whether it's a technology or even management, other important discipline. Today we all have to, part of that is management is also. So what I tried, maybe in 2-3 minutes I'll share my experience. Last 15 to 16 years I've developed some courses. That's air law, space law, but all these are all technology. Okay, so that's what today technology is important, and more particularly I just now said that last 400 to 500 years of the kind of revolutionary things which are happening in the technology. And in the years to come, I think we are going to have more in sense. Particularly, if I say, I always say that 19th century was those who are possessing technology, they are the leaders. That is what I want to convey is that those. For instance, 19th century small country ruled the globe, Europe. 20th century, because of technological hegemony of the American continent, they ruled the globe. And today, 21st century, normally we say that it is the Asian century. When I say Asian century, countries like India, China, all. But I can tell you, friends, 21st century is the Indian century because India is being the youngest country in the world. 65% of our population is below 30 years age. When I say below 30 years age, you all come. So that's where Jim sir was talking about this thing. I'll come to in a minute, sir. Definitely what we are going to do in Telangana. So what I mean to say that today, the youngest country, we have a responsibility. What is that responsibility? The country has to supply manpower to the global society. I don't have any hesitation to say in another 5 years, 10 years, India has to supply human resources to the global society. That's where all we as Ravindra sir, I agree with you. We as institutions, we as educators, we as leaders of the educators, sometimes I call them. So our role, responsibility is to see that what kind of education we can give next 5 years, next 10 years, looking into the global needs. That is what all the institutions like Geethanjali or other institutions play a part. Here I just want to tell you one important again concept I developed. CSR versus CSR. CSR, you all know that. What is that CSR? Yes, corporate social responsibility. What is ASR? Academic social responsibility. Yeah, institutional social responsibility. Definitely institutions like Geethanjali have a role to play, whether not only giving education but giving back to the society. So I think academic social responsibility of the institutions are very important. We all have to give back to the society because I always say that institutions, universities, for example, I am making higher education. Universities have a time, talent, and freedom. So if we don't make any change in the universities, if we don't come forward, whom we can play? That's why I think institutions or universities have a bigger role. Coming to the Jan yes, I am Chairman Telangana Higher Education Council. What is my vision? My means Telangana Higher Education Council. Higher education at the doorsteps of the needy with affordable cost without compromising quality. How? Through use of technology. That is where you all going to play a role in technology, and definitely we have a certain, objective vision. I agree with you because of last 10 years, 13, 14 years, recruitment was a problem. Research has been, very many challenges research is facing because of teachers recruitment and all. We are putting efforts, and I got a clear direction from the government chief minister that we are going to recruit very soon all the university positions. That's where again research is going to be part of that thing. Definitely neglected, but we can't afford to neglect it no more, and we are all for that. And I think with this, I just conclude saying once again, thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your profound knowledge with us.
We are indebted to our chief guest, Professor Dr. Balakrishna Reddy Garu, whose presence and involvement made this conference more credible. I request Chairman and Principal to felicitate our chief guest.
I request other two conveners to join.
May I request Chairman Sir and Principal Sir to felicitate Dr. James Raju. I request our Chairman Sir and Principal Sir to felicitate Dr. K. Venkateshwar Rao Garu. Please be seated.
May I request Mrs. P. Mercy Gowda to propose vote of thanks.
Good morning to honored guests, respected delegates, esteemed participants, both online and offline, media persons, and my dear colleagues. On behalf of the organizing team, it's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this special occasion. First and foremost, I express my deepest gratitude to our esteemed chief guest, Professor Dr. Balakrishna Reddy Garu, for gracing this event with his presence and enlightening us with his words about the vital role of researchers in nation building. I would also like to extend my special thanks to today's keynote speaker, Professor K.C. James Raju Garu, University of Hyderabad, plenary speakers, Dr. K. Venkateshwar Rao Garu, Registrar JNTUH, Dr. Deepak Kodali Garu, Christian Brothers University, USA, and Dr. Kamshi Kumar Garu, Mesra. A heartfelt thanks to all the plenary and invited speakers for accepting our invitation. Your active participation and engagement are truly invaluable. Additionally, I would like to acknowledge the delegates attending this conference online. Your virtual presence has been integral to the success of this event. Will help in conducting this event successfully. We are also grateful to the international and national advisory committees for the guidance and support in shaping the direction of this conference. Special thanks to our sponsors, Inauguration and Tech Miller, for their generous support. I would also like to express my heartfelt thanks to the management and principal of Geethanjali College of Engineering Technology for their continuous encouragement and unwavering support throughout the organizing of this event. I am deeply grateful to entire Geethanjali family, especially to the Department of Freshman Engineering and student volunteers for their tireless efforts in ensuring the smooth execution of this conference. Lastly, I would like to thank the media for their interest in covering this event. Once again, thank you all for your presence, your participation, and your support. Have a great conference. Thank you once again.
Students, please join. Volunteers, help us.
You can sit here.
You can sit here.
Sit here.
Kaushik, sir, please.
Sit here. Live. Lights on.
Thank you. So all of the participants, be seated, we'll circle the inside and we'll go ahead with the keynote address in another 5 minutes. Thank you.
Here are a few announcements.